sorry that I've been away for such a long time, kind of technical difficulties and general stuff. Really glad to have that all sorted now, because it means that I can edit stuff, and it means I can talk about all the topics that I've kind of missed out on, because I really want to talk about those. So yeah, basically, yeah, we're on telly. You're probably here because of the telly. So basically, just massive shout out to BBC Three for like letting us be on. It's just wow, yeah. You know, we're getting recognised and stuff. It's just like crazy. Overall, I think the reaction has been really good. Thought that the general reaction from people that I knew would be like, "You have hair." It kind of hasn't been like that. It's been really positive, which is nice. It's nice to know, to think at least, that you're helping feminists who maybe felt like a little bit alone, like things weren't really happening, things weren't really changing, and that the ideas were really different to other people's, because I remember feeling like that when I was younger, and it was pretty shit. I would have loved to have, you know, internet feminists as sort of widespread as we have now to sort of look up to when I was younger and hadn't sort of like figured out my ideas, and also people who knew that this stuff was happening, but it's just a new thing. Also maybe new regions realising that stuff is happening in the south, and it's just really cool. So yeah, the other girls have kind of said a lot about feminism in the media and things like that, so I thought I'd just sort of round off the week with an example of what frustrates me the most about the portrayal of feminism and sort of more liberal ideas and misogyny in the media. Came to me this morning. I was watching the BBC Breakfast with my brown flakes, and there's usually a male and a female newsreader, and at the end they have these sort of like news stories and people writing about them. The news story today was that in Germany apparently they have made specific parking bays which are wider for women. The argument was, is this because women need wider parking spaces because they can't park, or was it because they're made for women to help them, you know, take the children out and take the prams out easier? FYI, BBC, both of those things are pretty shit and misogynistic, but yeah. So it wasn't even that bothered me that much. It wasn't even the shitty responses that people had written in that bothered me that much. What kind of pissed me off was the responses of the newsreaders. There was the male, and he was kind of deadpan. He didn't really say that much. The female, however, was kind of just sniggering. And not sniggering as in, oh, this misogyny is so stupid, why are we even asking this question nowadays? What does it matter? Why can't there just be wider parking spaces for everybody? She was like, oh, you know, us women, so bad at parking. Oh, look at this response. It says, you know, it's scientifically, oh, basically, it just really pissed me off. It was just like she was sort of pandering to this idea that women in the media have to sort of be either like one of the lads or really out there feminists. We can never just, well, it seems to me that there can never just be an expression of, yeah, actually this is a bit shit. I know that she has to have an equal kind of response as a newsreader, but he was passive. He didn't say anything, and she was laughing. I didn't see where the joke was, but anyway, she found it hilarious. I don't want to sort of sound like I'm shaming her or sort of criticising her, because I know how hard it is to get into those jobs. The pressures that are on them to look good, to be serious, but also maintain, especially on those sorts of channels, an air of lightheartedness. It sounds really bloody difficult, and I think that there are lots of pressures on women in particular. So I don't want to be like, I don't want to sound like I'm just attacking her because she annoyed me. I'm not actually I'm not actually attacking her, I'm more attacking the situation that means that she has to sit there and kind of pander to this shit. Or she thinks that that is okay, or she thinks that that is the way to get forward, or she knows that that's the way to get forward, or she knows that, you know, you can't ever just be like, yeah, this is all bullshit. I mean, obviously in a nicer newsreader kind of way, but she kind of just has to laugh along and kind of agree with it. I don't know, it just sort of got my nerves, really. Maybe I haven't explained it that well, but if any of you saw it, probably not, nobody watches Breakfast, but whatever. Maybe you saw it in a different light, I don't know, maybe you've seen examples of when female presenters kind of go along with this sort of idea of like laddishness, kind of laughing. Anyway, that's enough of me. I've got to go catch up with all my other awesome topics that I totally missed out on, so see you next time.